Hi, I'm Tony Higgins from Blueprint. In this segment, I'm going to talk about how you can make Waterfall more agile by bringing feedback much earlier in the process and reducing your risk curve. If we look at, in the extreme, a waterfall process, the risk curve usually stays pretty high. It's when people first see a functioning product or version of the product, it's when they see that and get that visualization that they have the aha moment, and they can provide you very, very high quality feedback in terms of, that's not what I asked for, I didn't like that, I didn't want that, or this portion's not working, this portion's great, and so on. Usually that quality of feedback you don't get early in the process by looking at textual, legal style requirements. You get that when someone actually sees a functioning version of the application. And in Waterfall, that moment does not happen until quite late in the life cycle. As a result, your risk curve stays high all the way through until they see that. And it's at that point that we get that feedback, we make the adjustments that we're able to make at that point in time, considering that a lot of the budget and time has already been exhausted, which is part of the problem, of course. But once we make those adjustments now, we're closer in true alignment with what that business actually needs in terms of a software application and what we're delivering to them. That was really the impetus, or one of the main impetuses for Agile coming onto the scene, which is to provide a way to get that valuable feedback earlier. So in an Agile approach, and again I'm generalizing, we have the initial interactions and elicitations with the business client, with the end users, and we provide those feedback moments much earlier in the process, so it's early and often. In other words, we're building slices or pieces of the system that we can actually demonstrate back to get those aha moments, as I call them, early and often. The result is we have a risk curve that goes down in steps, incrementally over time, converging like a burn down almost of risk, converging on a product that's deliverable. We end up with, when we deliver the product with the risk at low, it's just how did we come out of this journey and what was the journey like? So we can deliver a product in both instances. Some would argue with Agile we're going to get a much higher quality product because we're able to bring that risk curve down on a gradual basis, as opposed to the big bang approach that you see in Waterfall. We can actually, without having to convert our entire process over to Agile whole scale, which on larger projects can be a real challenge, we can actually get some of this benefit by applying modern technology like Blueprint. With Blueprint, we can do mock-ups. We can do storyboards of the future application. We can have use cases to outline the logic and behavior of how the application's to function. And we can integrate all of that, bringing it to life in a live simulation. Very much like a prototype, if you will. But it's a prototype that you can actually interact with, invite your business clients and end users to interact with. The net result is we get those aha moments, very analogous to an Agile process, much earlier in the life cycle as we move along and define those requirements. By doing it incrementally, we can reduce that risk curve so it mimics that of an Agile project. And that is how we can make Waterfall more Agile.